Hi, and welcome to another edition of Conspirator Rock's Pull List. This is my pull list for the week of June 4th, 2014. Yeah, here we go. Sorry it's late, guys. The shop, Comic Conspiracy, got shorted a huge diamond box, and so we didn't have all of our product to put out Tuesday night, so we got our stuff Wednesday morning, and I had to go down and pick up my stuff today. So sorry this is a little late. For those of you who like to watch it before you actually go to your shop. But yeah, here we go. So first up is Aquaman and the Others number 3. Aquaman and the Others has been a fun story with Aquaman teaming up with the Others. It's supposed to tie in with Future's End, but I'm not sure how yet. So maybe we'll get to see where that's going. But I've been enjoying Aquaman and the Others, so I'm going to give it a try. Next up is week 9 of Batman Eternal. I finally got caught up. I was about 2 weeks behind due to some family stuff. But I finally got caught up with Batman Eternal. And still amazing, still fun, awesome. You should be reading this. If not, you should be reading this. Alright? That's it. Next up is, for all you people who read this for my pick like 2 times ago or something. Clone number 17. Still enjoying Clone. Still enjoying where it's going. Art is amazing. The clones are trying to escape America and go to Japan. Whether or not they make it, we'll see. But that's the story that's taking place so far. So yeah, check it out. Next up is Earth 2, number 24. Tom Taylor's been doing a great job with this book. Earth 2 is awesome. Everything about it is amazing. If you have not checked out Earth 2, you should really go back and pick up the trades. James Robinson did a great job introducing the universe, and Tom Taylor's been doing a good job maintaining it. Check it out. Next up is Hinterkind, number 8. Hinterkind, it's just fantasy story in the post-apocalyptic world. It's interesting. The story seems to be actually moving forward, and we're seeing a little bit more of the world, so I'm still checking this book out, but I've been enjoying it. So yeah, Hinterkind. Next up, week 5 of the New 52 Futures End. Green Arrow's, well, hold on. Spoiler. Jeez, I always hate having to do that. So stop this and skip this one. 1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah, plenty of time to stop and skip. Green Arrow is dead, and we're looking at the aftermath of that, but it's following Grifter, Frankenstein, and who else? I always forget who it's following. But it's good. Check it out. Next up on my list is Raw number 2. Read the first one. Art's really, really stylistic on this. Futuristic Japan in the Valiant universe. Interesting stuff. See where it goes. I'm still enjoying most of the Valiant titles. I'm going to have a little rant about Valiant towards the end here, so stay tuned for that. Next up is Swamp Thing number 32. Swamp Thing. Charles Soule, you're doing an amazing, amazing job with this book. Keep it up. Swamp Thing. Read it. Next up is Scott Snyder and Sean Murphy's The Wake. If you saw my video blog post, this is what Mitchell was asking about. It's on issue 9. We're going to see where this story ends up. We've got 2 issues left. Alright, so that was my pull list. That's the stuff I actually got and brought home. There's a couple titles that weren't actually, or I think one title that wasn't on there, which was Quantum and Woody number 11. We got shorted our copies, especially the copy of the cover I wanted. So I haven't gotten that yet, but I should be getting it in the next week or so, but I will be reading that. Let's see, I'm trying to think, is there anything else? No, not particularly. The other stuff that I brought home, this month, DC is doing variant covers, bombshell variant covers. They're actually really cool looking, and it's making me pick up titles I wouldn't normally necessarily pick up. Trip, you will see in a minute. But first up is Action Comics number 32, Supergirl, Bombshell, variant. Check it out, it's cool. pinups. How can you not like pinups? Next up would have been Earth 2, number 24, but again, we were shorted those. We talk a little bit more about that later. And then the last one this week was Green Lantern, number 32, Ferris Air. Ooh, hot stuff. Bombshell variants. You can still get these most likely. You can contact Ryan at Comics Conspiracy to see if you can order it from him. But I really like pinups, so they got me hooked. Good stuff. I got a couple graphic novels this week. The first up was Morning Glories, Volume 7. It's called, the title is Honors. They don't actually put it anywhere on the front, but it's on the inside. Morning Glories. I actually read the first issue of this and hated it. And then after a lot of people's recommendations, I picked up the first trade and read it, and it was much better reading it in chunks. So that's how I read it, in chunks, specifically trade paperbacks. Morning Glories, Volume 7. The next up is, we got Swamp Thing, woohoo! Volume 4. Cedar, Charles Soule, good stuff. Check it out. Another trade paperback that came out this week that I'm eventually going to pick up but didn't decide to pick up this week was Afterlife with Archie. The first volume came out this week. If you're on my blog post at conspiratorrock.com, it's the Amazon ad on this post. So yeah, you can check it out there. Afterlife with Archie is amazing. The art is great. And it's a dark, dark story with Archie and zombies. Oh, so good. If you have not checked out Afterlife with Archie, the trade's out. You can pick it up. So now let's get to my read list. These are the things that I'm just reading this week. So I will be reading Action Comics number 32 because it's part of the Superman Doomed. We are out of the infectious stage and into Enemy of the State. So it's been okay. The first 3 chapters were engaging, and then they kind of sort of fell off, and then Superman, I think from last week, didn't even have a mention that it was part of Doomed, even though it was. So that was a little bit confusing. So yeah, if you liked Doomsday, you liked Superman, check out Doomed. Next up is Black Widow number 7. Black Widow number 7. I've been enjoying Black Widow. It's fun. It's a little, she's on her little missions trying to make some dough because S.H.I.E.L.D. doesn't pay enough. Heaven forbid S.H.I.E.L.D. pay enough. So yeah, Black Widow. Then we got Five Ghosts number 12. Five Ghosts has just been fun. Read. Very, very interesting. For a literary character, the main character has 5 literary characters that kind of give him powers. So, Five Ghosts. Yay. Alright, next up is Green Arrow number 32. What can I say? Jeff Lemire's been hitting it out of the park with Green Arrow ever since he took over, which, for those of you who are looking for the start of that, that's the Kill Machine trade paperback. It's volume 4 of Green Arrow. A lot of us just wish they had reissued it and started it over, but hey, my Green Arrow New 52 starts with volume 4. So yeah, yes, Trip, I know I'm torturing myself. Green Lantern 32, Uprising. Well, let's see how much the story uprises. Not much so far. I like torturing myself. Alright, next up, Iron Fist, number 3. Iron Fist is pissed. Really? Oh. Iron Fist has been a good read. Not much I can say about it. The art is very, very just intense. The story's been okay. We're kind of figuring out what everything's going on, but I'm still reading it, enjoying it. Yes, I'm enjoying Marvel books. Jeez, people. Next up is Moon Knight number 4. Moon Knight. I don't know how much more I'm going to read. Garth or Warren Ellis has been. The first one was interesting. It had kind of a little to the end. The second one was okay. The third one was this weird story. Yeah, I don't know. But Moon Knight really hasn't been in the book, especially like the last issue. So who knows? We'll see. Next up, Ryan Higgins' favorite, New Warriors number 5. Woo! Gotta get you some New Warriors, people. This stuff is, it's the teen book. I mean, it's okay. Um, the art's okay on it. Overall, it's just a good book. Not great, but good. So, sorry, Ryan, it's good. Yeah, New Warriors, number 5, check it out. Next up, we have number 3 of Original Sin. Like I've said before in the past, 0 did not grab me, but issues 1 and 2 did. I did flip to the end of this book and saw what happened at the end on Ryan's. Did you flip through this and see the end? Well, I flipped through it and looked at the end. Not really anything spoiling, and I don't know the story that led up to it, so I'm going to read it in here. So I'm not going to tell you what was at the end. But you can look if you buy this and you really want to skip ahead. Makes no difference. Alright, next up is Punisher number 6. Punisher's in LA. Punisher's kicking ass. Electro's in it. Been good. Yep, there's a coyote. New book from Image and Mark Silvestri. Rise of the Magi, number 1. It's a number 1. I'm going to check it out. See where it goes. Yeah. Next up is Trinity of Sin, The Phantom Stranger, number 20. I think Phantom Stranger got put on the chopping block. It's fine. Book's been okay. Ties in with Justice League Dark, anything going on with the magic stuff. It's been alright. So I'll keep reading it. There was another book that I was checking out this week. Let me see here. That was a number 1. Sorry, people. I know. I should have been more prepared. Normally I am, but with everything going on with, the delays, which I will talk about in a minute. Again, I will talk about in a minute. Wait. The Superannuated Man? Superannuated Man? I don't know how to pronounce it. Number 1. It looks like a 6-issue mini from Image, so I'm going to be checking that out. See how it goes. Looks pretty interesting. Let's see, is there anything else I need to talk about? Got my list. Gotta love lists. So yeah, that was my pull list, my graphic novels I picked up, and my reading list for the week. I do have a couple things I want to say here at the end. Diamond Distributors is the company that distributes comics to comic book stores everywhere across this great nation, and they do a shitty job of it. One whole box was gone. So if you look behind me, there's this nice little box right here. There we go. It's backwards. Sorry. So this box, 2 of these fit in a big diamond box, and we were shorted a big diamond box. And when you're shorted a big diamond box, you're shorted a lot of comic books, because I'd say about 250 comics can fit in each of these boxes. So that's 500 comics. So if you're shorted a box, and it's a box of, variant covers, a box of stuff that is like independent, you lose like a majority of the stuff that's going on your wall. So we didn't actually have anything Tuesday night to really put out, so I couldn't really get my books on Tuesday night like I normally do. Shh, don't. Yeah, so Diamond screwed up. It happens. So a lot of times, don't get mad at your comic book store, local comic book store, for not having something. If they most likely ordered it, it's Diamond screw up. And again, sometimes it's going to take at least 2 weeks to get that back, unless it's a rush order or something. But yeah. So next week I will be getting my Earth 2 variant. I will be getting I'll be getting my Quantum and Woody number 11 eventually. It'll come. Be patient. The next thing I want to talk about is another reason why we were shorted on our Quantum and Woodies was we were actually shorted on our certain covers, and most of the copies that came in were damaged. Now, of all the comic books that are published, Valiant Comics, despite them being a good, solid company with good, solid books that I read every stinking one of them, they come in the shittiest condition half the time. Most of the books come damaged, so they have to be called in damaged. So it's when you get shorted and then the shipment that you did receive is damaged, you really don't have any product. Valiant, if anybody who watches this or anyone knows anyone at Valiant, please let them know that their books come looking like crap. I've talked to another store. Hey Steve, what's up? About this, and they have the same problem. The books are just screwed up when they come from Diamond. So that's it for this week. Thank you for watching. You can check out more information on www.conspiratorbrock.com. I will be back to recording a normal podcast episode next week on the Comic Conspiracy. If you guys do have any questions and you want to shoot them to me, I'm down to do a video blog responses to those. I know somebody asked me if I could take pictures of my collection. Well, my collection's kind of behind me, so that's pretty much. But if there's a specific thing that you want to know about my collection, like how do I store it, how do I keep my trays, all that stuff, shoot me those questions. I'll answer them here, or any other questions you have, random questions you have. Go ahead and shoot them in the comments here on YouTube, or hit me up on Twitter, and I'll try and get those answered. My Twitter at Brock Sager. You can get me there. And if you want to order some comics, you can always go to thecomicsconspiracy.biz. But if we go to the contacts there, bug the crap out of Ryan to order books. We do mail order. You can call and talk to him about that. He'll let you all know all about what we do with that. We have a couple mail order subscribers that enjoy the service we provide. So yeah, if you're in the middle of nowhere and you want to subscribe to some books, call us. We got it for you. Other than that, you can get any of these comics on my pull list through Comixology just by clicking the links. That'll take you to the Comics Conspiracy Comixology website. Anything you buy through there helps us out. We greatly appreciate it. And any of the links also for the graphic novels and stuff will take you to Amazon purchases. I do want to say now that a lot of times stuff that comes out the week for a comic book store, it's not out and available yet on Amazon. It's the comic book stores get it about a week or two earlier. So yay, we get them a week earlier. So you can pre-order if you normally order through Amazon. That's it for this week. Thanks for watching. Sorry again for the delay. Everything should be back on schedule for next week. And this is my last week of my day job, so I'm going to have a little bit more free time this summer. Hopefully video blogging, giving you these pull lists, recording a podcast, and posting stuff on eBay. Tons and tons of extra work. So thanks for listening, and catch you later.